Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And some of my past videos regarding India's refusal to bow and bend its knee towards Al Capone, I said that the United States will find ways to start pointing the finger and morally lecturing India. Therefore, trying to use the same tactic these guys are using towards us to feel guilty of something we didn't do. Or we did, but we shouldn't care. Now, what happens here? The United States started pointing the fingers at India, that India doesn't respect this kind of rights, this kind of minority rights, religious rights. That's the beginning. Now it's a direct confrontation, I would say a diplomatic confrontation that could have been avoided, but they don't want to avoid it. That's the whole point, and I'm going to show you. You remember that claim coming from the Canadians that allegedly the Indian government was engaged in the assassination of a Sikh, how should I put it, separatist, that's how they call him, activist, a Sikh guy living in Canada, let's put it this way. But who India deemed as separatist, terrorist, whatever they call him. So the Canadians, Trudeau, was pushed forward, and he proudly, because he's a very moral person, more moral than you and I, he is fantastic, has virtues. Then he came and said, we have the evidence. The Indians said, provide the evidence, and they didn't. They didn't go. Now it's the US's turn. The US now not only says the same thing about the attempted assassination of another Sikh on the US soil, territory, by an Indian agent working for the Indian government. And now they come out, the Americans, and say, yes, we have this name, we have this guy, he tried to kill this, we want him. So what are you going to say now, Modi? Are you going to stop importing oil and gas from Russia or not? Or we continue with the blaming game and shaming and virtue signaling thing? So let me show you here. I'm going to show you how these guys are weaseling the titles. So here is a title, and it says like this. You can find this most common. This is the title: Indian man charged with assassination plot aimed at Sikh activist in New York City. All right, and they place these guys right here. Now this is one title. We have another one, we have right here. This is the real title, The Guardian. US accuses Indian agent of directing plot to assassinate American citizen. Now this is like 100%. This right here is about 50%. An Indian man, so what? But here is no. The US, the United States of America, not someone, accuses Indian agent. What kind of agent? Of directing plot to assassinate American citizen. Oh my God. Now that's a big problem. And the third article, Business Insider, an Indian government official, this is a little bit lower, directed a plot to assassinate, because you can be an official, let's say at the embassy in Washington, D.C. or wherever you are, and you have a problem with your neighbor, and then you try to do something stupid. Doesn't have any, you work for the embassy. Doesn't mean that you're the ambassador or you are, how do you call it, an agent. So directed a plot to assassinate a Sikh U.S. citizen on American soil. Now this is bad, obviously. Feds say so. They're involved. And more attempts were planned. So this is bad right there. I'm not going to go into details. The thing is this. All of this diplomatic spat, I'm guaranteeing you that things like this and even worse happen around us that we never find out of. Why? Because you have friendly countries doing this, or countries who they first communicate behind us, behind closed doors and underneath the radar. Why? Because they don't want to create a problem, and then they come to an understanding. Like, for instance, the Russians and the Americans, they communicate right now about the war in, I was about to say Iraq. the war in Ukraine between NATO and Russia. They communicate. I'm guaranteeing you that they swap, the spies, Americans and the Russians, as of now. But you have Whalen, the guy over there, who is still in, do you think that he's the only one in a penal colony in Russia? No, it's just they made, a big fuss about it because they had to make it because of that Griner, Brittany Griner. They wanted her out. And then they say, we're going to have this person of a special virtue, and we're going to have the Whalen, the guy over there. Let's bring him. We're going to work forever. Unfortunately, for both of them. Unfortunately, Whalen, you stay there. We're going to take the more important piece of token. Anyway, so here, all this, why the Americans decided to say it, to claim it, to put it in the public eye. Because they want you and I to say the Indians are bad. The government is bad over there, which I shouldn't even care because it's not my government. So it's over there, it's bad. And when we, or them, not we, see, I still make the stupid connection like we are all in one bowl. We're not. It's them and us. And once you understand that you and your brothers, regardless of color, creed, and dick size and all that, doesn't really matter. All right? It's them against us. They make us fight. And, you don't look like me, or I do this, or I do that. So we're busy and we don't see what these guys are doing. Or at least we are preoccupied with our little infights. So they want to come and say, we have to act against India because India is bad. They will shape your attitude towards India or Indian government with news like this. Canada, the United States, and they will come more. They will bring up more. And India can say behind the back channels, hey, idiots, stop, we have ours too. But you're not going to hear about the Indians because I'm guaranteeing you the Indians will catch all kind of American spies over there. But when they're going to say it, you're not going to hear Business Insider, CNN, New York Times telling you about that. And if you don't know about it, it doesn't exist. That's how it works. But they over there probably going to hear only about their spy, not about what's going on here. That's how it works, my friends. So they shape the opinion of the population. That's a war. We're not allies, friends, and garbage like that. And no such thing. You're ally as long as you are about to attack someone. You're going to destroy someone, and then the Al Capone is going to distribute the spoils of the thievery, the robbery to the allies. And then they disperse. And then when it's someone else, he's going to claim the idiots. Hey, call them, let's go, and the next one. So all this could have been avoided. They are working on a campaign right now. They being the American government, these guys right there. And guys above them who control them. With money. Why? Campaign donations. That has an influence on the politicians' attitude and who is put forward for us to elect. Don't fool yourselves. All right. Maybe Trump was one example. I don't know how he just escaped. I think he was just a guy who this guy said, it's okay, he's an idiot. We're going to just handle him like everybody else. Let them have the impression that democracy works. We got an outsider. Yeah, let's make it. And then I said, well, no, we made a mistake. Let's get a dumber one that we can maneuver with Biden, all right, and Kamala. All right, so here it is, my friends. Expect more information and expect more the American media to tell us how bad Modi government is, which I personally don't care. Right? Because that's not my business. It's there. I'm more concerned about these guys who really have power over me, not Modi. But hey, they want Modi to stop buying Russian oil. If Modi, the government in India, decides today, I guarantee you will not hear about this in the next week. It's going to be like, like a dead. That's it. Can't even whistle. So here it is, my friends. This is how you make news, and this could have been avoided, but they don't want it. The goal is Russia-India connection, weapons, and you sell me the oil, I'll sell it for you on the international market, on rupees and rubles, not dollars. That's a big deal. And that affects us more than an Indian citizen who was plotted to be assassinated by that compared with that one. This is for us to keep us busy. Oh my God, one person and then, oh my God, really? These guys try to get Trump the former president in prison for what technicalities? Not even for corruption like or organized crimes. For something like he tried to with Stormy Daniels. I don't care what happened between those guys, really. You know, and that's not my business. Well, it's okay. Yeah, he wanted to have a little. That's his moral standards. Whatever. That's the only person concerned with that are maybe two people, one or three. Put Trump in it, which obviously didn't give a fuck. Is Melania and then Barron, the minor child. That's it. That's it. The rest. None of your business. Get the hell up. Like you're clean, are you? Oh yeah, really? Have you driven above the speed limit? You're a criminal right there. No, I'm not. I'm a good person. Really? Have you ever told a lie? Yeah, you're a bad person. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.